This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey Josie, why so glum, chum?
I can't find a way to get my full group to one spot without taking all these cars.
You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling.
Whoa, no way!
Yeah, you should check them out.
Where can I find them?
You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836.
Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Before the Christmas break moratorium as the Governors welcome in Spearfish for this midday matinee. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart, thrilled to bring you all the coverage here this afternoon. Miss Haley Hansen back in the studio, going to be keeping us up on air. Brian Menning doing all the great camera work here this afternoon for this matchup. Well, the Govs got a big win last night, really hit an offensive groove of the 65-36 win over the Sturgis Scoopers. It was the Lennox Dew pre-show scoring 22 total points. A great game from Emery Larson as well with 14. We saw Graceland Taylor, the steal machine, yesterday, picking up a bunch of steals. Indy helped to the win last night, and the Govs look to do it again. But this is a really good Spearfish team that they're welcoming in to appear this afternoon. A 2-0 squad, and they went to the brink last night with Aberdeen Central, maybe going in the Govs' favor. We'll dive into that game later on in our Bank West pregame show as well. And folks, if you're listening on KGFX today, watching live on drgnews.com, we want to remind you, you can download the DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined and more enjoyable. Of course, the boys team is on the road, wrapping up their road trip before the end of this early season start, as they'll be taking on Spearfish as well. Of course, Spearfish on Mountain Time, so they'll be tipping off at 2 o'clock Central, closer to 2:30, depending on when that JV game wraps up. You can hear all that action with Brian Oakland live on River 92.7. That one also streaming live on drgnews.com. It's an active day in the world of sports. We had the inaugural 12-team playoff kicked off last night. Continues into this afternoon. Notre Dame taking down Indiana 27-17. But two big games of major importance in South Dakota this afternoon that we'll be keeping you in the loop on. Currently late in the third quarter, South Dakota State and North Dakota State tied at 14 apiece, as both of those two teams trying to play for a chance to punch their ticket to the national championship. A little bit later this afternoon, a score that we'll be keeping you updated on as well, as South Dakota takes on the Montana State Bobcats on the other side of the bracket, trying to get to the national championship. We'll keep you in the loop on all of those scores. Exciting day. We've got NFL football action on this Saturday for you. There is a ton going on. But, of course, the best action of the day coming right here below us as the Govs welcome in Spearfish. Well, folks, I know many of you are still making your way out to the auditorium this afternoon. Make sure you drive safe. Those roads are still a little bit icy after our snowstorm last week. And the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, don't veer for deer, slow down, and stay alert. Well, we always get our keys to success from our head coaches, but last night we got to catch up with a couple Governor girls basketball players, and they gave us a little glimpse inside of what makes them so successful as a team, and we can't wait to get to that. We'll get to it after this break. You're listening to the Bank West pregame show live on KGFX. We're about 12 minutes away from tipping off the Govs versus Spearfish. You're listening live right here on KGFX.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Pierre Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan, and they're focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Getting ready to head out to the game or getting back afterwards? DJ Senix is a must before or after your travels. DJ Senix has a great selection of hot and cold snacks. They're second to none for your choice of hot or cold beverages too. And when you're heading out, be sure to fuel up with quality from the pumps at DJ's with 3 different grades. Back late? No problem. DJ's features pay at the pump convenience 24 hours a day. DJ Senix, 507 West Sioux and Pierre. Your choice for quality service and selection.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Here's TF Riggs Auditorium, where the Govs girls take on Spearfish, less than 10 minutes away from tip-off. Welcoming you back into the BankWest pregame show. I'm Justin Cowarts, and we've got a ton of action to get to today. Before we get to our keys to success, we want to look at what both of these teams have done thus far early on in this 2024 campaign. As you probably know by now, if you listen to last night's matchup or any of our coverage, very interesting scheduling. Of course, the season starts on the 13th of December for many teams, and then, of course, they hit the Christmas break moratorium where teams are off for anywhere from a week to a week and a half. Govs are going to experience that. This is their last matchup before they hit the break, and then won't play again until 2025 on January 4th when they take on Bismarck. As for the Spearfish team, the Spartans won against Belfouche 63-42 to open up their season, and they had a week-long break. Of course, their epic matchup with Aberdeen Central last night going 3 overtimes, and they ended up getting the win 48-42, and that'll parlay us right into our keys to success, and that's a key to success today for the Govs. A long night for Spearfish last night, an emotional win, usually can kind of relay over into the next day, so we'll see if Spearfish is able to bounce back, especially when a game like that takes you deep into a Friday night, and then you've got to bounce right back going on the road again and taking on another difficult opponent in the Govs. You know, you get the emotional win. You can spend a lot of that energy, and it doesn't feel like it right after the game, but I'll tell you, when you get back to the hotel room, you get out of the shower and you lay in bed, you start to feel that game in the legs. You feel it in the arms, and that can obviously kind of carry over into the next day. So Spearfish is just going to have to focus on staying consistent and trying to shut out last night. Don't even worry about it. Yes, it's fun to ride high off of a win, and most teams have the 24-hour rule where you can celebrate that win, but Spearfish didn't even have 12 hours before they had to get set and taking on an offensive powerhouse in the Pierre Governors. So let's flip over to the Gov side and what their keys to success are. You know, we've talked to Kirk Beatout, and he talked about what he wants to see from his team in the early going. He's not expecting them to go undefeated. He doesn't even want them to be a fully formed team yet, but he just wants to see progress. And, you know, when we talked to Lennox Dupree last night in the postgame show, she told us, and we talked to her about the Rapid City Stevens game. The Rapid City Stevens team is very, very dominant, and it's a tough team to beat, but there was progression from the first half into the second half of that game, and they've carried that progression all the way here into this weekend. Lennox Dupree, again, as we mentioned, had 22 points last night. She took over the game, and she said something that I thought was very, very interesting, was she said, that was a scrappy Sturgis team that we played, but we're scrappy too. And that shows in their defense. Graceland Taylor, lockdown defense again yesterday. We'll see this Govs team press up on the defensive side of the basketball, trying to force the issue early on the defensive backcourt against this Spearfish squad today. So it's going to be up to the Govs to try to continue to get good steals and give themselves more open looks. If you can find an Emery Larson open outside the arc, usually she is going to knock down those threes. That was our keys to success. As always, our keys to success are sponsored by our friends at First Fidelity Bank, so let's hear a word from them.
A fullback crunches off tackle for an 8-yarder. A volleyballer crunches an ace into the corner. The crunch of a ball on a bat, or a single leg takedown to the mat. Here's to the ones who come through when the pressure's on. Crunch time, so to speak. For you, we do more than run the numbers. We crunch them. First Fidelity, born to bank. Member FDIC.
The Govs have just come out of the locker room to get warmed up. Spearfish is down running some passing drills. The folks here inside the auditorium are on their feet. Good energy in the building this afternoon on a Saturday. Good crowd has traveled from Spearfish to get behind their visiting team's bench. And there's a lot of green in the building. Folks, we're going to step away for 2 more minutes right here on the Bank West pregame show. When we'll come back, we'll jump around the state and tell you about all the other AA girls and boys action that will be taking place this afternoon. We'll have the national anthem. We'll meet our officials. We'll meet our starting lineups, and we'll get this thing tipped off. You're listening to Regional High School Basketball live on KGFX. Superior.
Hello, this is Charlie Grossberg from Grossberg Implement. I'd like to take a moment to extend a warm and heartfelt Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all our loyal customers, hardworking employees, and the incredible community of Winter and the surrounding areas. From our family to yours, may your holiday season be filled with warmth and love of family and friends. Thank you for your continued trust and support. We look forward to serving you in 2025 and beyond.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Welcome back into the Bank West pregame show. About 2 minutes away from tipping things off as the Spearfish Spartans and the Pierre Governors getting set for this Saturday afternoon matchup. Pierre sits at 2-1 on the season. Spearfish at 2-0. And the folks that will be keeping things all straight between the lines today, our officials for today's game is Mr. Dave Brown, Mr. Bob Malloy, and Mr. Mike Pooley. They're down greeting the Spearfish coaching staff currently. So while they're doing that, let's hear a word from the friends who sponsor the introduction of game officials, our friends at the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
And so both teams have headed back to the bench, and Pierre going to be in their home blacks this afternoon. Very menacing looking shirts and pants with the, or I should say shorts, with the green lettering Pierre arched above across the chest and the numbers below. Numbers are outlined in white with the green on the inside for the visiting Spearfish Spartans, the road whites with the Spartan across the middle of the chest in maroon numerals, and a maroon trim along the outside of the shoulders down the sides. As we're getting set, this is a good Spearfish shooting team. Look for a lot of shots outside the arc. Hopefully we get a high-scoring affair tonight, back and forth. If we get a start like we did last night, then we should be in for a treat, as both the first half and the second half of last night's game got off to a flurry. Well, folks, we're about to hear our national anthem, so we're going to step away for about 2 more minutes. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, and we'll get this thing underway for some Saturday afternoon basketball live on KGFX.
This is Coach
For
Scott.
high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
This winter, the game is on, and Beck Motor Company is proud to support Pierre Governor basketball. Whether it's on the court or the open road, we're here to keep you moving forward with reliable vehicles for every drive. When you're ready to upgrade your ride this season, come see us at Beck Motor Company. From SUVs to trucks, we've got the perfect vehicle for your winter adventures. Visit Beck Motor Company for all your automotive needs. Beck Motor Company, making a great deal better. 605-224-5912. BeckMotors.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Little Christmas spirit action from Trans-Siberian Orchestra getting you set for this Saturday afternoon matchup as the Spearfish starting lineups have been announced. The Govs are taking the floor, so let's meet our starting lineups for this afternoon. As always, we start with the visiting team. For the Spartans, starting is junior Adeline Bowman, senior Josie Dana, number 11 Avery Kirk, another senior, number 23 a junior at 5'7", Kate Scharf, and number 40 a junior at 5'10", Dagan Muchler. Number 4 for the Govs starting, Miss Lennox Dupree, Emery Larson also getting the start, Grace Lynn Taylor, Grace Richter, and Addison Soma round out the starting 5 for Mr. Kirk Bebouts. Coaching for Spearfish, Miss Dakota Johnson. Both teams are taking the floor. Big thanks to all our sponsors from Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Superior Concrete, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Renke Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Dakota Mart Access Health, May Adams, TMA, Avera Health, and First Dakota National Bank. We'll meet some more sponsors as we get time. We are underway here on Saturday afternoon for some regional high school basketball action as the Govs welcome in the Spearfish Spartans, and the Spartans will get it to start. As Kate Sharp drives it in the lane, and now this one quickly taken away is Maya Kashutin is actually also starting here for the Spearfish Spartans in the spot for Dagan Muchler. Kashutin had the turnover there on the far end. Dumped inside. Beautiful pass is inside for Emery Larson from Graceland Taylor. Larson's not able to finish it, but she gets the rebound. Govs control. Dupree making the pump fake. Here's a shot from Taylor outside for three, and it goes in. So the Govs get started just as they did last night. Early points. Graceland Taylor hits the early three, and the Govs have the 3-0 lead. As I mentioned, a great crowd on the road here from Spearfish this afternoon as they dump it down inside, trying to find Josie Dana. Kashutin's got it. Here's a corner three from the Spartans, Miss Kate Scharf. That's no good. Rebound is taken down by Josie Dana. She goes up for the two, can't get it to go, but she'll draw the foul and will head to the line. I know Kate Scharf missed that three-pointer, but watching her shoot pregame for Spearfish, I think the Govs are going to want to make sure they've got a body on her. Great shooting motion as Josie Dana knocks down the first free throw. Scharf just looks like a shooter. You can walk in a gym and see someone shooting and instantly tell if they've got it or not. Dana hits the second free throw, and Kate Scharf has got it. Very excited to watch her play today. 3-2 here in the early going. Lennox Dupree, who had a career night last night, drives it into the lane, kicks it out for Taylor. Taylor wants another three. This one no good. Rebound pulled down by Dana. Spartans coming back the other way. Josie Dana leading the charge. Kick to Scharf here near side corner. Double cover down along the baseline. Oh, pop it back out. Avery Kirk dumps it inside. Kicked across for Adeline Bowman. Up for Scharf, no good. Gets a rebound. Second time around, it goes down. And Kate Scharf making a nice play in the paint for the Spartans as they take the lead 4-3. Lennox Dupree drives, now pulls it out around the free throw line. Addison Soma's now got it at the top of the key. Tried to float it over the top for Grace Richter. That one out of bounds. Adeline Bowman will take it out now for the Spartans. Having a little bit of trouble getting it in, and Graceland Taylor was there to take it away. Graceland Taylor steal. Going to hear that a lot tonight. And now a whistle down low. They're going to get a foul call. Graceland Taylor shrugging her shoulders like it's going to go against her, but it's actually going to be called on Emery Larson. So that's our first team foul. Spartans now able to get it into Scharf. Press is on here for the Govs, and now Graceland Taylor is going to catch her first foul as she stepped in front of Josie Dana trying to get up the court. Sturgis got into some foul trouble early with a couple of their key players. Addie Kostler drew 2 fouls, and that really handicapped the Scoopers last night. Govs don't want to get in that similar type of trouble. Spartans get it across midcourt. Dana driving, corner for Bowman. Bowman pump fakes a three, drives the lane. Scharf mid-range jumper, nothing but net. So Kate Scharf adding to her point total here early. She's got 4 of the Spartan 6. Dupree kicking it around for Grace Richter. And now it's going to bounce out of bounds into a thinned-out Pierre Governors student section that was packed out last night. Still a good couple of numbers there. Not sure if there's a theme this afternoon. It was a whiteout night last night for the Govs. As Richter kicks it to the corner, Taylor's got it, dumps it down low back to Richter, and now a push-off is going to be called against Adeline Bowman right in front of the Spearfish bench. Don't know if Spearfish liked that call too much. Richter was going up to try to track down the high pass, and in the midst, she got a little bit of a nudge in the small of her back. That drew the whistle. 6-3, Spartans lead, 5:05 left in the first quarter. Taylor needs to get it in and does. Finds it with a tight pass in for Lennox Dupree. Gets it out to Larson, who's got an open three. That off the side iron, no good. Dupree there for the offensive rebound, trying to find Addison Soma down low in a fight for the ball with Soma and Kashutin. He's going to draw the whistle. It's that call is going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Spartans, so Spearfish will take it out from right underneath their own basket. Kate Scharf has it. Graceland Taylor trying to pick it away from Kashutin, and another whistle is called, and that's going to be Graceland Taylor's second, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. And now we're going to have a conversation between Dave Brown and Bob Malloy. Now Mike Pooley joining in. As these three grizzled vets try to talk over, make sure they get the call right. Spearfish having a huddle of their own, and the Govs just standing by idly, watching patiently. And we'll see if we can listen in for the call. Kirk Beatout wanting to get his 2 cents in. We had this issue last night with the possession arrow that forced another long conversation from our officiating crew, and seemingly happened again. On the Spearfish side, Dakota Johnson pleading her case, but now the Govs are going to end up taking this one out. So the dust is settled. Govs retain possession. Dupree gets it in for Taylor. Taylor with the ball high above her head now. A couple dribbles. Gets it to Richter in the coffin corner. Richter swings it back towards the top of the key for Dupree. Dupree knifes through defenders, and the right-handed layup is good. Split through those two defenders like some swinging doors and found herself on the other side with a wide-open look at the rim, and Dupree able to get it to go. Here's a kick to the corner for a three from Reiners, and Callie Reiners hits it. So Reiners checked into the game, and her first touch of the basketball comes in the form of a made three. Graceland Taylor has it, kicks it back, wants to take the deep three, but the Kashutin defense got out there to cover. Richter drives the baseline, high floating shot is no good. Josie Dana brings it up the floor. Richter harassing her. She's going to dump it off to Maya Kashutin. Kashutin to Kirk. Kirk down low to Scharf. Turnaround fadeaway is perfect. Man, Kate Scharf is fun to watch. She's just got great rhythm. And Kirk Beatout has seen enough. He wants a timeout. He takes a full. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 60 seconds when we resume the first quarter. 11-5. Spearfish leads right here on KGFX.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Welcome back. We're feeling festive as Christmas is right around the corner. Final couple games for these two squads before the moratorium, a well-earned break. I know everybody's looking forward to spending some time with the family and the friends. Govs looking to capitalize with a big win to carry some confidence into the break. Here comes an Emery Larson three that sure adds some confidence to this squad as she knocks it down and cuts the deficit down to three. Emery Larson, such a great shooter. Anytime she gets open, she's going to pull it. Here comes Kate Scharf, who's guarded by Larson. Kick to the outside, and now a three from the Spartans. No good. Kashutin tracks down her own rebound and puts it back for two. 13-8. Spearfish stretches it back out a bit. Richter driving, kicked inside for Larson. Up for two and count it. She'll head to the line to make it a three-point play. Emery Larson emerging here out of the timeout. Perfect time to remind you out of that timeout that Agtegra wants you to know acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. And Jasmine Yost will check in for the Govs, and the announcement from our PA official announcer lets us know It is Jasmine Yost's birthday today. Emery Larson able to knock down the free throw to make it a 3-point play, and it's back to a 2-point deficit for the Govs. Shooting up ahead for Josie Dana. Dana driving, kicks to the corner. Here's a three from Reiners. She knocks it down. So the shots are dropping. Callie Reiners hits her second three of the ball game. It's a 16-11 lead for Spearfish with 2:35 to play on our Wegner Auto scoreboard. Pump fake for Dupree at the top of the key. Swings it to the birthday girl, Jasmine Yost. Cornered for Olsen. Olsen pops a three. That one no good. Down to the floor goes Richter. Rebound pulled in by the Spartans. Quick outlet pass ahead for Kashutin. She lays it up and in. A beautiful feed from Josie Dana facilitates the 2-point play. And Maya Kashutin has another basket. Olsen pump fakes the three, got the defender off her feet, kicks to Larson. Larson's three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kashutin. Outlet pass up ahead. Aiden Bauman. Adeline Bauman lays it in. Excuse me. I'm thinking of the FCS football quarterback, Aiden Bauman. Not sure if there's a relation. Would love to find that out. Here's Molly Olsen at the top of the key, swinging it around the outside for Lennox Dupree. 9-point lead for the Spartans, largest of the ball game. Richter driving the lane, up and over, stripped loose. Josie Dana fighting with Olsen on the floor for it. They're going to call for the jump ball. And after the possession arrow confusion earlier on in the quarter, I think they've got it all sorted out. And the Spartans will take the inbounds, specifically Callie Reiners. 90 seconds to play and counting here in the first quarter. Spearfish with the 9-point lead. Reiners swings it to Kashutin, gives it right back. Reiners hot hand, why not? In and out, almost got it to go, but the rebound pulled down by Tierson Grubb, and she will be fouled and will head to the line. Molly Olsen tagged with the whistle. And Tierson Grubb with the right hand, with a couple of dribbles, a deep squat, and the first free throw rattles home. Here's the second from Tierson Grubb. Off the front of the iron and gets the favorable bounce to drop in. The lead is up to 11. So the Govs need to start facilitating and finding some offense, and it can all start with Lennox Dupree. She kicks for a Taylor three. Graceland can't hit. Off the front, Josie Dana rips down the rebound. Coming ahead is Callie Reiners with pace. Dumps it off for Bowman. Bowman to the side. Mid-range jumper for Maya Kashutin is down. And Kirk Bebout is going to take a timeout and try to settle down his squad. Spearfish has opened up the lead 24-11 with 53 seconds to play in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this short break. You're listening to Regional High School Basketball on KGFX.
Thinking of travel?
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
Reiners and Mike Kashutin, both of those players have 6. Govs looking to find their rhythm here. Lennox Dupree will take the inbounds here with under a minute to play in the first quarter. Swung to the outside for Molly Olsen. Kick to the side for Mackenzie Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer gives it back to Yost. Down to the corner for Graceland Taylor here near side. Taylor gets it to Dupree at the top of the key. Dupree trying to work on the defender. Picks it up for Molly Olsen. 10 on the shot clock. Flottmeyer pump fakes the 3. Gets it to Taylor. She takes it near side corner. Airballs it. Olsen there for the rebound. Can't get the layup to go down. And now a whistle on the floor. And they'll get Molly Olsen again for the reach-in. And this will be enough to put the Spearfish Spartans in the bonus with 19.8 left in the first quarter. And they will head to the line for free throws. The way that the bonus works here in the high school basketball sector, you can say, is they used to go to the 1-and-1, but now they've switched it up where 5 team fouls per quarter gets the opposing team into the bonus and to the line for free throws. It'll be Miss Avery Kirk to take them for the Spartans. She knocked down the first. And the second on the way is also good. So Lennox Dupree will bring it up the court to try to take the last shot here in the first quarter for the Govs. 10 seconds remaining. Dupree driving, working on Bowman, moving to her left, and a whistle is called, much to the chagrin of the Spearfish Spartan faithful. Foul is going to be called on Adeline Bowman. And with 5.6 to play in the first quarter, Spearfish in no trouble of getting near the bonus unless they should commit 2 fouls in the next 5.6. Graceland Taylor will inbound. Gets it to Dupree. Dupree drives the lane. Loses the dribble for a moment. Last second on the clock. Layup is up and no good. And the Govs can't get it to go. They trail 26-11 after 1 quarter of play. We'll see if they can bounce back after this short break. We'll be back in 60 on KGFX.
Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Start of the second quarter here in Pierre as the Spartans on the road lead 26-11 after 1 quarter of play. Great start for Spearfish. A lot of good defense and some good shooting. Here's a deep 3 from Lennox Dupree. No good. Soma there for the rebound. She's looking for an outlet, trying to get it out of there, but it's deflected away by Josie Dana, and Spearfish gets yet another steal. Shooting, working on Graceland Taylor. A pretty nifty behind-the-back dribble there to free herself from Taylor, but Dupree there. Here's a NBA range 3 from Kate Scharf off the back iron. Wanted to test out the hot hand. Heat check, no good. Kick to the corner now for Larson with pace from the Govs. Here's another 3 from Dupree. That one no good. Richter going to fight for the rebound down as both of them go to the floor. Avery Kirk also there in the mix for the Spartans. Well, it seems the Govs have come out of that quarter break with a little bit more speed and a little bit more aggressiveness. Of course, they're going to need that to try to cut into this 15-point deficit. Still plenty of time to play in this ball game as we're only early into the second quarter here. Kashutin brings it across midcourt. Addison Soma comes out to work on her. Kicked around for Dana. Dana loses the handle. Kashutin there to pick it up. And now a whistle, and Addison Soma going to get whistled for a little bit too much contact there. SDSU score update coming, folks. So if you've got the game recorded, plug your ears, change the channel for about 2 seconds. As the South Dakota State Jackrabbits and the NDSU Bison are tied up at 21 in the fourth quarter. Here's a dump down to Scharf. Layup is up. No good. Rattles in and out. Tell you, she takes that shot 10 times. She makes it 9. We just saw the one miss there, and a jump ball will be called as she fought for the offensive rebound. Couldn't get it home. Here comes Addison Soma to bring it up, and Lennox Dupree to bring it up. Dupree eyeing a 3. Takes it. No good. Third straight shot from Dupree was a 3, and it was the third straight miss. Here's Josie Dana pulling it quickly. No good, but Callie Reiner's there to pull down the rebound. Shot from Kirk, no good. And Marie Larson there to bring in the defensive rebound. So the Spearfish Spartans shooting has cooled off just a bit. Taylor wants 3. Boy, the Govs are just heaving whatever they want. Lennox Dupree fights for the rebound. Can't get the put back to go. And Josie Dana able to take it away. Spartans out quickly. Trying to get the pass ahead. Lennox Dupree cut right in the middle of it. Intercepted it. And stole it away for the Govs. Quick action up and down the floor here in the past 60 seconds. Addison Soma has it at the top of the key. Gives it off to Larson. Larson to Richter. Richter to Dupree. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Soma driving. Kicks it out. Dupree wanted another deep three. Thought better of it. Dumps it down for Emery Larson. Trying to win the size battle on Kate Scharf. And Larson will draw the foul. So that'll send Grace Richter to the line for 2. 6 points for Kate Scharf, Callie Rayners, and Micah shooting for the Spartans. As Richter's first free throw is up and good, and that's her first points of the game. Richter's second free throw up off the side of the rim and out no good, but she does get 1 of 2. It's a 26-12 deficit for the Govs. Josie Dana, pressured by Richter, hands it off to Kashutin. Kashutin cross-court pass. Deep three from Josie Dana, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Gracelyn Taylor and winning it against the taller Kate Scharf. Richter comes up and brings it across midcourt with pace. Dupree looking, driving with the left hand, kicks it out for Emery Larson. Larson with a dribble and a heave to the top of the key for Gracelyn Taylor. Soma has it, gives it to Larson. Larson, quick pull three. That one's by the net. And that's what the Govs needed. Emery Larson, another nice three for the Govs. 26-15, an 11-point deficit now. Josie Dana out at the top of the key, looking over to her bench for some final instructions from Dakota Johnson. Loses the dribble. Emery Larson there to steal it. Gracelyn Taylor back the other way. Pump fakes the layup and can't get the finish. Dupree there to pull down the rebound, however, and she does get the finish. Nice hustle play from Lennox Dupree, and a timeout is taken. It's a full. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this short break on KGFX.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press
Quarter. They were trailing 26-11. They now trail 26-17, so it's been a nice run. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart bringing you all the action. Haley Buttons-Hanson back in the studio at the world headquarters for DRG Media Group. Brian Menning doing all the great camera work for Live Ticket through drgnews.com. Spartans ahead. Quick passing finds Kashutin open at the rim. No good. Kate Scharf pulls down the rebound, though, and they'll kick it out and reset. 4:09 to play here in the first half. Govs just trying to stall out whatever Spearfish possession they can. Slowly but surely try to chip away at this deficit. Here's a deep three and in. What a shot from Maya Kashutin. That was close to NBA range. Give her 3 more. As this one is batted around and out of play here on the other end of the floor. Govs attacking from right to left on your radio dial. If you're watching or listening, I should say, on KGFX. Emery Larson to take the inbounds. Larson smacks the basketball, now looking for an outlet. Finds Dupree, hands it right back. Larson wants a deep three. That one no good. Rebound pulled down by Josie Dana. Outlet pass almost picked off by Graceland Taylor. Going to bounce off a couple of forearms, and the last one to touch was Emery Larson, so it'll stay with the Spartans, but you're doing a nice job trying to get in front of some of these passes for some hassling defense. Kate Sharp gets it in, gets it right back. Turnaround jumper on Larson is no good, and she rips down the rebound with force. Nice play by Emery Larson there. By far the smallest one down low, playing with the biggest heart there. Dupree kicks it out for an Olsen three. That one off the rim, no good. Bounces up and off the backboard, and the rebound pulled down by Dana. Dana brings Richter up the floor. Nice steal here from Lennox Dupree as she cuts around the official, lays it up, and lays it in. Nice play from Lennox Dupree. She's got 6. Graceland Taylor bringing Kashutin up the floor. Kashutin dumps it off to Reiners, and now a whistle. And if that's on Graceland Taylor, that's going to be her 3rd, and she is going to head to the bench. So Jasmine Yost will be the one to relieve Graceland Taylor. We'll see if Taylor will see any more floor time before the end of the first half. Inbounds up high for Tierson Grubb. She can't get the layup to go down, and now an offensive foul is called against the Spartans. Great effort from all the Gubs down low. And Lennox Dupree and Molly Olson, the battery, to take it in. Dupree directing traffic, telling Jasmine Yost where to go. Richter comes up to set the screen, tries to float it in, does Dupree towards Richter. That's over her head, and the Spartans will let it play out of bounds. 2:28 remaining in the first half. It's a 10-point lead for the Spartans. Outlet pass up ahead for Maya Kashutin. Yost there to cover her. Kashutin now will traverse back across the outside of the arc. Kashutin driving with the right hand. Euro step in the lane, off the back iron, rolls across, no good. Grace Richter fighting for the rebound with Tierson Grubb, and the jump ball will be whistled. Possession arrow favoring Spearfish, so they'll take it out from underneath their own basket. High floating pass into Grubb. Grubb working on Larson, trying to work her down in the lane, and she gets the lay-in to go. Nice take by Tierson Grubb. Saw the size difference, took advantage of it. Lennox Dupree trying to cut around the outside of the defender here. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Olsen kicks it to Yost. Yost wide open, steps inside the arc, pulls the jumper, no good off the front iron. And a float pass ahead for Avery Kirk. She drives, active hands from Lennox Dupree, able to knock it away. And that'll let the Pierre defense get set up here on their defensive side of the floor. Kashutin to inbounds. Floats it up for Lainey Ewing. Ewing dumps it back inside for Kashutin. Kashutin moves to her left, puts up the mid-range jumper, and knocks it down. So Kashutin into double digits with 11. She leads all the scoring on the floor. Emery Larson finds Molly Olson, kicks it out for Richter. Richter swings it to Dupree. Dupree sidestepping, trying to cross up the defender, knifing through and lays it up and in. What a take from Lennox Dupree. We see her do that a lot, but it's so much tougher than it looks, being able to cut through 2 defenders like that, come out the other side and finish it. Here's a nice bounce pass inside from Josie Dana. He found Tierson Grubb. Grubb went up, couldn't complete the layup, but she does draw the foul. Lennox Dupree draws her second foul. Tierson Grubb's first free throw is up off the back iron. Almost clips the top of the backboard. It doesn't, but falls in. So Grubb makes the first. Can she make the second? 2 dribbles. Free throw up. Rolls around the rim and falls in. We got a football score here. We'll keep you updated on some other football scores, but this one here, 35-21, Spartans lead. Very in keeping of this Saturday afternoon full of some great college football. Jasmine Yost driving around the outside of the arc. Contact off the head of Grace Richter. Popped loose by Lainey Ewing, and the fight goes out of bounds. It'll go back towards the Gubs. But Spearfish doing a nice job being pesky, taking away some normally standard easy passes. Max Dupree bringing it across midcourt, driving with the right hand, kicks it out to Yost. Yost for 3, no good. And Lainey Ewing pulls down the rebound. It'll be pushed back Josie Dana's direction. She'll bring it up on Grace Richter. Shot clock shut off. 25 seconds to play in the first half. Kick to the corner. Reiners back to the top of the key for Kashutin. Kashutin driving on Yost. 15 seconds. Inside for Tierson Grubb. Out to the corner. For a 3 from Reiners. No good. Loose ball being fought for. Won by the Spartans. Tried to feed it down low. Still loose. Now corralled by Josie Dana. 2 seconds on the clock. Ripped away. No, they're going to call a jump ball. And the Gubs will have 1.4 to try to heave a half-court shot to end the first half. Talk about confidence going into the break. This would be a nice little treat here if they could knock this down somehow. Addison Soma trying to find someone to inbounds it to. Throws it in. It's stolen. Kashutin with a half-court 3. That's so good. So the Spartans almost found a gift there at the end of the first half, but they do take the lead into the break, 35-21 on our Wegner Auto scoreboard. We're going to step away for a couple minutes. When we come back, we'll welcome you in to our CHS Plains River halftime show live on KGFX.
Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Kenols wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Show, everybody. I'm Justin Cowarts, bringing you all the action here on a wonderful Saturday afternoon for some high school hoops action. Miss Haley Buttons, McGee Hansen back in the studio. Brian Menning on the camera doing all the great video work for us today. Before we get to this game, let's look around the state at some other action that is going on this afternoon. The first game to get underway in AA girls basketball is the JV and sophomore games wrapped up very timely this afternoon. Around the state, we'll have a Rapid City Central taking on Mitchell in girls basketball, Aberdeen Central taking on Sturgis Brown, as both of those two teams are familiar with these two teams as they both played last night. Rapid City Stevens taking on Huron later this afternoon. Chagrin taking on Douglas as well. On the boys' side, as we mentioned, here is on the road and will be taking on the Spearfish boys this afternoon. That one tipping off about 3 o'clock Central Time. Of course, they're on Mountain. Not sure if we'll be able to get any updates from that one, if it will bleed into our game at all. Other boys' games as well. Sioux Falls Christian taking on O'Gorman. Sioux Falls Roosevelt taking on Brandon Valley. T-Area taking on Watertown this afternoon. Rapid City Central also taking on Mitchell. From the single A side of things, a couple afternoon scores. Lakota Tech took down Wall 56-41. Belle Fourche over Newcastle 60-33. Dewbrook took down Del Rapids 58-35. Redfield is leading Aberdeen Christian 32-19 with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Well, I did tell you we'd keep you updated on some football scores this afternoon. We got a lot of playoff football, not only around the country, but specifically in the state of South Dakota. Got a quick update for you coming. So if you've got the game recorded like I often do, just want to give you a heads up so you can mute this. The North Dakota State Bison currently leading South Dakota State 28-21. It's 4th and 17 coming for South Dakota State with 1:17 remaining, as this will likely be the play that decides their season should South Dakota State go on to the national championship, or if NDSU will be competing again. The great Haley Hansen, a graduate from the great school of North Dakota State University, so she's rooting hard for the Bison this afternoon. And if they should pull through victorious, all you NDSU fans, you'll know who to thank. I asked her if she's got the game tuned in. She said, no, they play better when I don't watch. So she is doing her part in assisting NDSU to the national championship this afternoon. Folks, we'll step away for 2 more minutes. When we come back, let's preview the second half of this great matchup. See if Pierre can fight their way back into this thing. We're less than 5 minutes away from tipping it off. You're listening to the CHS River Plains Halftime Show live on KGFX.
Provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford.
Building partnerships for life.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
The holidays are coming, and Oahe Federal Credit Union is here with our holiday loan special. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at just 5% APR. Whether it's for gifts or travel, we've got you covered. Stop by or apply online, oahefcu.coop, and make your holidays stress-free with Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back, folks, as we are moments away from tipping off the third quarter here as the Govs are hosting the Spearfish Spartans for this wonderful Saturday afternoon girls basketball high school matchup. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart, thrilled to be bringing you some live Saturday afternoon sports. Haley Hansen back in the studio, Brian Menning on the camera. Let's update you on some regional and national scores, as wanted to keep you updated on things going on outside of this auditorium. As many of you know, North Dakota State and South Dakota State took each other on earlier this morning into the afternoon. We've got a final there, as congratulations are in order to NDSU has punched their ticket to the national championship for the FCS with the 28-21 victory over the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Penn State thumping SMU currently 38-3. Leading many to wonder, is the ACC a fraudulent conference? We'll dive into that. But first, we've got some second-half basketball underway here as Graceland Taylor gets the steal, but is tagged with the double dribble. Of course, South Dakota will be taking on Montana State right around the corner. Bunch of exciting sports on this afternoon. Chiefs and Texans currently in a Saturday afternoon NFL matchup as Maya Kashutin brings this one forward. Spearfish leads 35-21 out of the break. Kashutin driving on Taylor, and now Taylor has drawn her fourth foul of the day. And that's the last thing. They're going to say it's her third. On my count, that's her fourth, however. Well, she got her third towards the end of the second half. She drew two early ones. I'm going to go ahead and say that's her fourth. I think our board here is wrong. Kate Sharp puts up a mid-range jumper. That one is no good. Rebound is pulled down on the defensive side by Lennox Dupree. Great play underneath in the paint by Dupree. Richter outside the top of the key. Hands it off for Dupree. Dupree for three. No good. And a fight for the loose ball is going to draw a foul on Addison Soma. The fight was between Soma and Kate Sharp. So two early fouls for the Govs. We're less than a minute into this second half. And they're already in some foul trouble. Ball is brought up here. Nice behind-the-back dribble from Maya Kashutin. Kick to the corner. Driving inside. Dumped for Lainey Ewing. Ewing now turns around. Kicks it outside. Kate Sharp for three. Nothing but net. That's the last person you want to leave left open outside. Kate Sharp continuing her great play. She's got 9 points for the Spartans. This one passed out of bounds and will return back to Spearfish. Sharp brings it across midcourt. Emery Larson right in step. Sharp has it. Larson speeding her up a bit. Gets it off to Dana. Inside for Sharp, turnaround off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Soma. Comes Dupree back the other way, gets it to Graceland Taylor. Taylor had to look for a moment. Now a couple dribbles, and it'll be kicked to the top of the key for Larson. Larson spinning down in the lane, kicked out for Dupree. Dupree drives the baseline, and now a whistle, and a loose foul going to be called against Josie Dana. And now a moment of concern as Lennox Dupree is now grasping at her right foot. So the paramedical team will go check on her. And now she's got a serious look of pain on her face, grimacing as she is hobbling back to the bench. This is a terrible sign here for the Govs. So Dupree will head to the bench with some applause. But a scary sight here for the Govs. Play will resume with the Graceland Taylor inbounds. We'll keep you updated on Lennox Dupree's injury status as we should get more information. Inbounded to Emery Larson, who hands it off to Jasmine Yost. Yost swings it out to the top for Grace Richter. Richter driving right-handed floater off the back iron, no good. Josie Dana pulls down the rebound. Swung up, shooting off balance three-pointer, no good. She was still moving, but her feet were set when she took that shot. Looked a little bit uncomfortable for her. She's got it now, driving the baseline. Really nice work on Jasmine Yost, and Kashutin lays it up and in. So Kashutin has been dominant in the paint today, and now a travel is called on Jasmine Yost. Kashutin's leading both teams in scoring with 13, and now a timeout will be called on the floor by Mr. Kirk Beebout and the Govs. We'll step away and take it with them. Our timeouts are sponsored by Agtegra. We'll hear a word from them in 60 seconds.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Owyhee.
We're in the 21 lead for the Spearfish Spartans as we are back in action out of the Agtegra timeout. Driving along the baseline is Maya Kashutin, kicking it out for a Avery Kirk. Jump shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Soma. Punched ahead for Grace Richter, and she'll complete the two-point play. So a nice job there from Addison Soma to find a splitting Grace Richter. First points of the second half come with 5:08 remaining in the third quarter for the Pierre Governors. Emery Larson hassling Kate Scharf. Scharf dumps it off to Kashutin. Kashutin driving. Off the back iron, rolls out, no good. Rebound pulled in by Graceland Taylor. Outbounds pass again up for Emery Larson. Larson driving, three defenders in her way. Off balance shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Scharf. Scharf with a high rainbow pass up ahead for Avery Kirk. Kirk drives, dumps it off for Kashutin. Kashutin lays it up, draws the foul, and gets the bucket. Maya Kashutin adding to her impressive stat sheet thus far today, looking for her 16th point of the affair. Molly Olson, the culprit on the foul. And Kashutin hits the free throw in her first trip to the line of the afternoon. Emery Larson brings it across midcourt. Graceland Taylor driving along the baseline, steps back. Mid-range jumper is blocked by Lainey Ewing, and now a whistle on the floor, and that is Graceland Taylor's next foul. I believe that's number 5. The board says number 4. And Graceland Taylor is showing some emotion here, as I do believe that is her 5th and final foul. She'll head to the bench, and we'll head straight into the locker room. Tough day for Graceland Taylor. Great defensive player. Sometimes when you play as aggressively as she does, Just depends on the officiating crew you get, how much they'll let you get away with. But nonetheless, looks like Graceland Taylor's day has come to an end. So the Govs just losing players left and right. Laney Ewing brings it up. Underhanded pass forward for Sharp. Swings it to the top for Tierson Grubb. Grubb gives it off to Josie Dana. Dana driving. Left-handed layup is good underneath the outstretched arm of Grace Richter. What a finish from Josie Dana with the left-handed drive. Lottmeyer's got it at the top of the key, gives it off to Olsen, who swings it for Yost. Yost with a bounce pass to Richter. Richter swings it. Larson with a deep three. No good off the front iron. Govs just can't seem to get these shots to fall the way that they were last night. Basketball's a funny game the way that it fluctuates from day to day. Here's a kick to the corner. Kate Sharp wants three. That's in and out, no good. But Laney Ewing there to rip down the rebound. Shot is up off the bottom of the backboard. Got to look out for that one coming back down the elevator shaft. Here comes Jasmine Yost driving. Richter with a little Euro step in the lane. That's no good. Loose ball being fought for. Ripped away by Richter, but a jump ball called instantly. An update on the Lennox Dupree injury for you. It was a right foot issue she was dealing with. She's just made her way back to the bench. Not to say that the Govs can't come back in this game, but it is 45-23, the Spartans lead. And maybe Kirk Bebout thinking with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, might want to leave Lennox Dupree on the bench and not push that injury even further. But what do I know? Here comes Lennox Dupree back into the ball game. Great to see her back up and moving around. It was a pretty scary-looking injury, not from a, what happened to it standpoint, but just the way that her face looked and how she was grabbing at that right foot. Here's Richter inside. Jumper's no good. Rebound pulled down by Kashutin. Lennox Dupree looking like she's laboring just a bit, but moving pretty well. Here's a deep three from Kashutin. She was wide open, and she knocked it down. And Maya Kashutin is on her way to being the Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. What a night for her. 19 points for Miss Kashutin, and adding to it, it seems, each possession. Kicked out for Dupree, dumped down for Olsen, spin move in the lane, no good, no foul called, fight for the loose ball, and another jump ball is called. So 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. It's a 48-23 lead for the Spartans as they continue to expand it. Last thing the Govs want here is a running clock, and once the team gets up 30, that's when it kicks in. See if the defense can stand up. A foul called against Mackenzie Flottmeyer on the driving Maya Kashutin. And that is enough to put the Spearfish Spartans to the line. As the Govs Spearfish finds themselves in the bonus after the Govs' fifth foul. First free throw is in and out for Maya Kashutin. Kashutin has been shooting with 19 points as Josie Dana hits the bench. Second free throw is up and no good. Very uncharacteristic trip to the line there for Maya Kashutin as she misses both. Sierra Sanford has checked into the game for Spearfish, sporting a heavy left leg brace as Lennox Dupree misses the mid-range jumper from the middle of the lane. Kashutin's got it. Sanford gives it right back. Sanford dumping it down in the corner for Grubb. Grubb working on Flottmeyer. That one's popped loose by McKenzie, and that one will trundle out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Spartans. High floating pass in for Laney Ewing. Nice cut to Sierra Sanford, but she misses the layup. Rebound is pulled down by Tierson Grubb, and she'll head to the line for two after the whistle. Spearfish, that's kind of been the difference here tonight. It's been, obviously the great play from Callie Reiners, Maya Kashutin, and Kate Scharf. But their rebounding has been superb. Been in the right place seemingly at the right time all afternoon as Tierson Grubb knocks down her first free throw. Deep squat. And the second free throw is up and good for Tierson Grubb. Lennox Dupree brings it across midcourt. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Dupree working in the quarter, driving. Whistle is going to go against Madeline Bowman. Bowman can't believe it. Only the second team foul here in the third quarter for the Spartans. Exactly 90 seconds remaining. Dupree will take the inbounds pass for the Govs, looking for somebody, anybody, finds Grace Richter at the top of the key. Richter driving, swings it to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer around the corner, outside for Larson. Larson kicks to Richter. Richter for Dupree. A lot of passing on the outside of the arc. Good defense here from the Spartans. Richter wanted to drive the lane. That was shut down by Callie Reiners. Over for Dupree. 13 on the shot clock. Kicked outside. Just inside the arc for Mackenzie Flottmeyer. In and out. Couldn't get it to fall. And Sierra Sanford on the outlet has the pass picked off by Richter. Richter driving. She'll draw the foul on Tierson Grubb and will head to the free throw line. Grace Richter on that steal. My goodness, she jumps way up into the rafters to track that one down. Her first free throw is no good. Fifty-seven to play. 50-23 is the score. And Richter misses both at the line, but Mackenzie Flottmeyer able to track down the rebound, and the reach-in foul is called against Lainey Ewing. So a nice rebound there from Mackenzie Flottmeyer on the box out. That's the fourth team foul for the Spartans. So one more, and the Govs will be at the line for the rest of the quarter. Flottmeyer gets it into Richter. Richter goes up and is fouled. So 3 straight shots, 3 straight fouls against the Spartans. This one on Callie Reiners. And we'll see if Richter can salvage that last trip to the line where she missed both. Her first is up and good. Richter's got 4 points. Her second free throw makes it 5. Sanford will inbound. Through the hands of her intended target, Bowman. Emery Larson goes up for 2, makes it, and draws the foul. A lot of high fives going around for Emery Larson, deservedly so. Mass substitutions coming here for the Spartans. Scharf back into the game, as well as Dana is shooting in. Avery Kirk and Tierson Grubb also on the floor here for the Spartans as the second free throw. Well, not the second free throw, the first free throw, but the third point of that play is up and good for Emery Larson. 50-28 with 47 to play in the third quarter. Kate Scharf driving, kicks it outside for Josie Dana. Dana trying to bring it back towards the top of the key. Grace Richter all over her. Kashutin's got it, swings it to Scharf. Scharf working on Olsen. Flottmeyer out to help. Scharf picks up the dribble, hands it off to Dana. Dana driving the lane, right-handed layup, no good. There for the rebound and the foul drawn is Tierson Grubb. Emery Larson tagged with the call. And Tierson looking to extend this lead back to 24. She makes the first, nothing but net. Tierson Grubb done a nice job at the line tonight. She's hit 7 free throws, looking for 8. And she hits. So she's got 10 points, 8 of which have come from the free throw line. Lennox Dupree brings it across. Shot clock shut off. 18 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Deep 3 from Emery Larson. That's no good. Over the back of the backboard. And that'll halt play for a moment. And Spearfish can take this thing down and take the last shot of the third quarter if they wish. Kashutin met instantly by Lennox Dupree, but she is able to get it across midcourt. 5 seconds on the game clock. Kashutin comes back, NBA three from Josie Dana off the side iron, no good. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, Spearfish has extended their lead. It's 52-28. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the conclusion here. You're listening to Regional High School Basketball live on KGFX.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey Josie, why so glum, chum? I can't find a way to get my whole group to one spot without taking all these cars. You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling. Whoa, no way! Yeah, you should check them out. Where can I find them? You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836. Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Start up the fourth quarter here on this Saturday afternoon. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart, thank you for joining us on your Saturday here on KGFX. Live action, Spearfish leading 52-28 to start the fourth quarter. A deep three from Lennox Dupree off the front iron, no good. Avery Kirk there for the rebound, and then Josie Dana will bring it up the floor. Kate Scharf drives the baseline up and off the backboard and in. Man, she has been so impressive today, has been Kate Scharf. She's got 11 points, 3 Spearfish Spartans in double digits. As this one's dumped in for Richter. Richter's 2-point shot is up and good. Nice look from the block here on the near side for Richter. She gets that to go. Kashutin brings it forward, gets it off to Kate Scharf. Those two just pass it back and forth, and now a off-ball foul going to be called against Addison Soma for the contact. She was working on Tierson Grubbs, so an early foul to start the fourth quarter here with 7:08 remaining in the ball game. First team foul on either side for this fourth quarter. And 24 called again. Addison Soma back-to-back fouls. That's her fourth foul of the game, second of this fourth quarter. Here's a three from Josie Dana off the inbounds pass. That's no good, but Maya Kashutin there to track down the rebound along the baseline. Kate Scharf will give it right back to Kashutin, and she'll bring it around the outside of the arc. Josie Dana floats it in for Avery Kirk, who kicks it out to Scharf. Scharf gives it back to Kirk. Good active hands from Gracelyn Taylor. Here comes a three from Kate Scharf. No, she stepped on the line, but it didn't matter. No good either way. Richter rips in the rebound, and the jump ball is called. I thought it was a jump ball, but now they get the foul signal on Josie Dana for wrapping up the wrist. Lennox Dupree will bring it in. Both of these teams hit the Christmas break moratorium after today's matchups, as do all the other teams in South Dakota. Dupree gives it off to Taylor. Good defense here from the Spartans. Nice pass inside from Taylor to Grace Richter, but off of her foot. Nope, they're going to say off of Kate Scharf's foot and out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Govs. They get the benefit of the fresh shot clock here as well. Emery Larson to inbounds, gets it in for Dupree, almost loses the handle, but is able to save it. Emery Larson almost gave her out the back and just took it right back from her as Dupree got in trouble for a moment. Larson's got it here on the near side in the corner, swings it to the top for Richter. Richter looking, kicks it to Larson. Larson with a deep three. That is good. Nice shot from Emery Larson, her fourth three of the ball game. And she's got 15. So Emery Larson's doing what she can to keep the Govs in the ball game. Gracelyn Taylor is back into the ball game. And we thought she had fouled out, but apparently not. Here's a nice take, but no, right at the point of attack was Tierson Grubbs. She missed the layup, but the whistle is called. Whistle is blown, and the foul is called. They're going to get Tierson Grubb being too active on the rebound. Grubb will hit the bench. Addison Soma inbounds it to Lennox Dupree. 5:30 to play here in the final quarter of this ball game. Larson dumps it into the elbow for Richter. Richter rolling around the defender. Right-handed shot is up and good. Grace Richter coming on strong here in the second half. That's her 9th point. And now a whistle for a carry. So it's 54-35. Govs are slowly just kind of chipping away at this deficit. Not sure if there's enough time to complete the comeback. But they're doing whatever they can. They've got Gracelyn Taylor in the ball game with foul trouble. Addison Soma also still in the game with foul trouble, both apparently with 4. Lennox Dupree pulls back a step-back 3, and she hits. So the Govs not going away quietly. Here comes Micah shooting across midcourt. Active hands from Emery Larson force the steal. Here comes Lennox Dupree back the other way. She lays it up and in, and the Govs are within 14. Under 5 to play. Timeout called by Spearfish. Smart one taken by Dakota Johnson. It's a full. We'll step away for 60 seconds, but the Govs with a heartbeat here in the fourth quarter. You're listening live on KGFX.
For the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal.
To this deficit nicely. Here's a deep 3 from Kate Scharf to start the action out of the break. That's no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Gracelyn Taylor. So a big bucket here would make things really tight for the Spartans. Dupree wants it in the form of a 3. No good off the front iron. Rebound is fought for, and now a whistle on the floor. And they're going to get Grace Richter on the call. I'm going to say she went over the back. It looked like she contested that one pretty cleanly, but it's been a tightly called game all afternoon. So our officials have stayed well consistent this afternoon. Here comes the Spartans up. They're shooting, swinging it to the top of the key for Josie Dana, who gives it right back. Ball dumped down low. Double coverage now coming in from Grace Richter's side along with Addison Soma. Kashutin kicks it out to the top of the key. Dana driving it in. Wanted to get it to Kashutin. Did through some traffic. And now with 7 seconds on the shot clock, Spearfish at least has drained a bunch of time off the clock. Here's a deep 3 from Kashutin. No good as Addison Soma goes up for the rebound, pulls it in, and draws the foul. We'll get Lainey Ewing on the grip of the wrist, but got to give Addison Soma a ton of credit. She's got 4 fouls. When you got 4 fouls, you tend to just play tighter. Addison Soma did a great job going straight up, though, to get that rebound. And with 3:30 to play, Govs looking, try to cut in. Here's a 3 from Emery Larson, and it's good. All right, folks, something's cooking here. Emery Larson has been deadly from deep today. She's got 18 points. Here's an errant pass, and Addison Soma steps in front of it and bats it out of bounds. It's 54-43, an 11-point game with 3:22 remaining, and the Govs have done everything that they needed to do to get them back in this ball game. We were possibly looking at a running clock at one point. They were only a few points away, but the Govs have shown great determination and grit to get back in this one. 3:10, 18 on the shot clock. Tried to dump down, and Grace Richter there took a pop to the face, no call, but she got the rebound and the steal, and here come the Govs back the other way. Lennox Dupree driving with the right hand, kicks it inside for Richter. Point blank, can't get it to go. Richter gets the rebound. Down low for Soma. Left hand finish for Soma. Up no good. Richter there to clean it up and finish it. And it's a single-digit deficit for the Govs. They've come roaring back here in the fourth quarter. Across midcourt and a blocking foul, and not a smart one there from Grace Richter as Josie Dana went right into the body. It's the fourth team foul for the Governors. This game was all well in hand for the Spartans. But Kirk Bebout's team has come roaring back here. Cross-court pass finds a wide-open Callie Reiner. She knocks down the three to stun the momentum for the moment. That was a huge three for Spearfish right there to extend the lead back to 12. Dupree driving. Graceland Taylor. Graceland Taylor tries to take a three, but Kashutin gets a hand on it and is able to block it down. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Here's a quick three from Josie Dana. No good. Rebound pulled down by Soma. She draws the foul. And should Spearfish go on to win this game, look back at that three-point play from Callie Reiners as possibly the big play of the game. Officially 2 minutes to play. It's a 12-point deficit for the Govs. We've seen crazier things happen. They just need to start finding more three-point baskets. Dupree bounces it off her shoe and turns it over. And that's the last thing the Govs needed there. Spartans would be smart to slow this thing down, drain out some of this clock. Avery Kirk had an open look at a three and thought better of it. Now driving in is Lainey Ewing, kicks it to the top for Dana, who swings it around for Reiners. Reiners off the backboard trying to find the bank shot. No good, but the rebound is pulled down by Josie Dana, and Graceland Taylor stuck her foot out and kicked the dribble as it was coming through. So they'll whistle that one dead. Under 90 seconds to play now, 1:29 on the clock. Inbounds pass floated in. Pass to a cutting Kashutin, and she lays it up and in. And Maya Kashutin just continues to dominate. She's got 21 points in this ball game. And that may have been the one to put the nail in the coffin. 1:10 to play. Kick to the corner for Dupree. Dupree feeds it inside for Soma off her fingertips. It's pulled down by Avery Kirk. And Spearfish, with under a minute to play, we'll just try to waste this clock down. Passing outside the top of the arc. Reiners has it. Errant pass pushed ahead for Lennox Dupree. Emery Larson had the steal. Dupree can't get the point-blank finish, and that just kind of encapsulates how the day has gone today for the Govs. 40 seconds to play. Spartans going to stay perfect on the season. Govs are going to fall back to 502-2 on the year. Here's a deep three from Kashutin. That one goes in for good measure. And Maya Kashutin, what a day she has had. Lennox Dupree will bring it forward. Dupree had a nice day with 13 points. Can she make it 16? Off the back iron, no good. Addison Soma there for the rebound. 10 seconds to play. Soma trying to pad the stats, no good. And the Spartans will bring in the rebound, and they will take the win 62-45. Well, it was a great effort to start from Spearfish. They got Pierre behind the eight ball rather quickly, but in the fourth quarter, what a flurry of points for the Govs as they made it real interesting in the final couple minutes. But a deep three from Callie Reiners to make it a 12-point lead again with a couple minutes to go would prove to be the big play of the game. Folks, we're going to step away for a couple minutes. When we come back, we have got a chock-full Family Dental of Pierre Gettysburg post-game show for you. We'll recap this one. We'll look ahead at the Christmas break. We'll look at some scores from around the state and the country, and we'll get you out of here and on to the Christmas break. We'll be back in 3 minutes after this short break. You're listening to the post-game show live on KGFX.
And Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service. No hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Pierre Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan, and they're focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Getting ready back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
Welcome into the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Cowart, wrapping things up for you here as our Wegner Auto scoreboard reads a final of Spearfish taking the win 62-45 over the Govs. Well, let's recap this game for you. It was a great start for Spearfish. They took a 35-21 lead into the half. And, it felt like the Govs were just behind the 8 ball from that point on. It was just going to try to be kind of a moral victory and character building, things of sorts. All of that, just hallmark kind of stuff that you tell teams when they're losing to try to make them feel better. Nope, Kirk Bebout wasn't about it at all. He brought his team out in the second half, and they got rolling, especially in that fourth quarter. We were at a point where we were looking at a possible running clock in this game, but the Govs and a couple big threes from Emery Larson, Lennox Dupree facilitating a couple big shots, got it to within 9 points with a couple minutes to go. A big shot from the Spearfish side from let's see, as we check our stat sheet here, Miss Callie Reiners there with about 2 minutes to go, extended the lead to 12 for the Spartans, and they did not look back after that. It was an incredible game on the other side for Miss Maya Kashutin as she scored 24 points total for this team, and she is tonight's Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. So congratulations to Miss Maya Kashutin. You are now the proud new owner of a KGFX Player of the Game Bauman Lumber t-shirt. Before we do anything else, we do want to hear a word from our great sponsors and our friends who sponsor our Player of the Game, our friends at Bauman Lumber.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
And again, congratulations to Micah shooting. What a game for her. 24 total points. She dominated on the boards. Had a great night shooting those twos inside, hitting a bunch of field goals, and ending up again with 24 total points. Just a beautiful game. You got to give credit to Lennox Dupree. She had a foot injury halfway through this game, was able to come back in and battle hard, scored 12 points. Emery Larson with 18 total. She did what she could to keep the Govs in this thing and keep them active. So you got to give a bunch of credit to the Govs for coming out in the second half and not feeling sorry for themselves, feeling woe is me. No, they came back out. They stormed back into this ball game and made it very interesting towards the end. We're going to welcome on Kirk Bebouts onto the headset here in a moment. So we're going to step away for 60 seconds while we get him situated. When we come back, we'll hear what he has to say. I'm sure a very proud coach after that flurry of run there in the fourth quarter. So we'll step away for 60 seconds. We'll get him on headset. When we come back, we'll talk to the head coach of the Pierre Governors, Mr. Kirk Bebout.
Do you dream of getting back afterwards? DJ Senix is a must before or after your travels. DJ Senix has a great selection of hot and cold snacks. They're second to none for your choice of hot or cold beverages too. And when you're heading out, be sure to fuel up with quality from the pumps at DJ's with 3 different grades. Back late? No problem. DJ's features pay at the pump convenience 24 hours a day. DJ Senix, 507 West Sioux and Pierre. Your choice for quality service and selection.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe.
We welcome you back into the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. We're joined by head coach of the Pierre Governors, Mr. Kirk Bebouts. And Kirk, this was a tough game for you guys coming in to the half. You were trailing 35-21. Felt like, it was going to be kind of one of those second halves where it's just, let's see what we're made of. You guys came roaring back in the fourth quarter. At one point, it felt like this thing might go to a running clock. Your girls battled and stayed persistent, hit shots when they needed to. What did you see from your girls' fight there in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it's really nice to see that they didn't, they didn't want to go into break with long faces and they didn't feel sorry for themselves, which, I've been saying from the start, our attitudes are a big part of this right now. Are we going to stay coachable and understand what we're working towards and keep fighting and trying to get better? And that's a great sign when they do that. It was a great sign last weekend when Stevens played really well against us. I mean, that happens. Some nights two-way basketball playing against a really good team. Spearfish is a good team. So the fact that they keep battling and aren't going to be hanging their heads, and I mean that does mean it means a lot. So because there's going to be stretches throughout the year there's stretches throughout this year where we're playing some really tough teams where, we're going to have to suck it up and understand, there's some things we have to get better at, but that's okay. And we're going to keep doing that. And that's what we're here for. And so the girls, they can hold their heads high, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be a good feeling, too, to know that they're not going to throw in the towel at the face of adversity. Emery Larson having a great game for herself, finishing with 18 points. She had a great game last night. And I do want to highlight a little bit of that action from the game last night. It was a great win over a good Sturgis team. Lennox Dupree came out, and she just had her game face on and just took over that ball game. So what can you guys carry into the break? As you mentioned, we're about to hit the Christmas break moratorium. What can you carry not only from this game today, but from last night's win? Try to keep that confidence going into when the real quote-unquote regular season starts.
Yeah, that's a great question, and thanks for saying that. Because, in the heat of the battle, it's crazy how you can lose perspective. Even a win or a loss. Sometimes you feel like, things are great after a win, and sometimes you feel like it's devastating after a loss. But, as a coach, you got to, you talk about it, but you got to remind yourself sometimes too. Like, I remember talking with you, like it is like preseason. So we got to take all 4 of these games and look at them in perspective and use them to help us get better. So we did a lot of really good things. And then there's obviously a lot of things that we can continue to work on. But the biggest thing is just staying positive and knowing that we're going to keep working at it. So, yeah, just a shout out to Sturgis. I mean, I thought they're a much improved team from the past, and they're doing a really good job there. So I want to give them a shout out. And I've always been a fan of Spearfish. They've been coming. This is a long time coming for them. They made it to state last year. They're really good, solid team. They put a lot of time in. So, and I'm a big fan of their coach. So
yeah, and that Spearfish team that we just saw was very, very. They looked incredible out there, especially Maya Kashutin. How does it feel for your girls knowing that a team like this that can make a state run and you guys really matched up and in that fourth quarter looked like you guys were playing on even playing fields?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we talked about real quick after the game too, is just, we just got to put it together for 4 quarters. We're definitely capable. I mean, it's easier said than done. That's what separates good teams is they do it for 4 quarters. But obviously, it's there. It's something that we can do, and there's some things that we can build off of.
Absolutely, and it was just like we talked about in our first game of the season with Rapid City. It was a team you lost to in the open there last year. You beat them in the consolation game in state playoffs. There's a lot of growing that can be done as we're looking at this schedule. A ton of games left on this schedule, Coach, and a lot of time to figure it out.
Yep.
And as we head into this Christmas moratorium break, what's going to be the message to your team about staying focused and getting ready to come back out?
Well, yeah, I mean, so that was another thing. If you look at our schedule, it's always going to be tough no matter who you play, whenever it is, but our schedule is brutal if you look at the first half of the season. So that's where I'm saying we just got to continue to stay positive and understand that we're building for something later on, and we got to try our best to put a whole game together and show that we can beat one of these good teams, because it's like I told the girls, it's ranked team. Like, this schedule is brutal, and if we do hang our heads, it's not going to be fun. So we better make sure that we're ready to go after break, and that we keep that attitude, and we're going to fight and know that it's going to pay off in the long run.
And you do, and I'm sure the message to your team is, look, we're playing all of these great opponents here on a front-loaded schedule, and this is going to benefit us on the back end of the schedule because we have been playing great teams. We know what good state competition looks like in the regular season. It's got to prepare you guys pretty well for the back end.
Well, it can go one of 2 ways. I mean, it can prepare us, and we can be tough-minded and know that we can do it, or we can feel defeated, which is, that's the danger. But with, 17-year-old girls, and like I said, you got to remind yourself as a coach sometimes too.
Absolutely.
Like, you just got to keep it in perspective, and yeah, it is front-loaded a little bit. Like I said, I hesitate to say that because there's no gimmies like later on either.
Absolutely.
It's not like it lightens up a ton or anything like that either. So it's just embracing that challenge. I mean, that's part of life, right? It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of challenges, and knowing that you can do more than even you think you can. That's really the fun of it. And I was thinking before the game, it's really all about how can they take some of these things and use them in their life. That's what this is really about. So overcoming challenges and looking forward and wanting those challenges.
That's why you listen to the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame show, folks. Life lessons with head coach Kirk Bebout. Coach, if there's anybody that deserves this Christmas break, it's you. Enjoy it with your family. We look forward to covering you guys back on the 4th when you're back in action.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. That was head coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governor girls after their game against Spearfish this afternoon. He's happy to head into the break. We're going to head into a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll look around the state at some other scores. We'll update you on some national football scores, and we'll wrap this thing up, and we'll head into a long-awaited weekend and next week full of family, friends, and happiness. We'll be back in 2 minutes after this short break. You're listening to the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame show live on KGFX.
Superior. With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hello, this is Charlie Grossberg from Grossberg Implement. I'd like to take a moment to extend a warm and heartfelt Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all our loyal customers, hardworking employees, and the incredible community of Winter and the surrounding areas. From our family to yours, may your holiday season be filled with warmth and love of family and friends. Thank you for your continued trust and support. We look forward to serving you in 2025 and beyond.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Feliz Navidad and Merry Christmas, everybody. Hello, welcome back into the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame show. I'm Justin Cowart, wrapping things up here as the Girls Govs go down 62-45 against a great Spearfish squad. But, you know, the game was a lot closer than that score would have you think. It was 35-21 and a half, but the girls came storming back, got this thing within 9. Of course, great games from the Spearfish side from Maya Kashut and Kate Scharf. And on the Govs side, a great game from Lennox Dupree, Emery Larson, and so many others. Well, folks, I told you we'd jump around the state real quick and fill you in on some other high school basketball scores currently going on. And we'll fill you in on some double-A action as Mitchell took down Rapid City 50-30 in the girls' game. Aberdeen Central currently leads Sturgis 47-28 after 3. Rapid City Stevens over Huron currently in the fourth quarter 41-28. And Shadron will take on Douglas later this afternoon. From the boys' side on AA, Sioux Falls Christian tied with O'Gorman in the second quarter, 25-all. Burgess Brown and Aberdeen just got underway. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, and Brandon Valley taking each other on later. And, of course, you can tune into River 92.7 for the coverage for the boys' Spearfish versus Pierre game. From college football, we did want to keep you updated. One of our fans down here let us know that the South Dakota Coyotes are currently tied up with Montana State 7 apiece. Of course, South Dakota State fell a little bit earlier, their season coming to an end, losing 28-21. Of course, there's a much more college football playoff football for you today as Penn State beat up on SMU 38-10, and a happy Notre Dame fan in front of me earlier flexing his Notre Dame muscles after they got the big win over Indiana last night. Well, folks, as I mentioned, we're going on the Christmas break moratorium. We will be back with more Governor coverage for you when they resume on the 4th. But until then, have a great time with your family. Big thanks to our friends at Bauman Lumber for being our sports video sponsor and our KGFX sports sponsor at Venture Communications. One final look at our Wegner Auto scoreboard reads 62-45. The Spearfish Spartans get the win. On your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you that seatbelts do save lives. Buckle every trip, every time you have someplace to be, especially during this holiday season. If you enjoyed this coverage on KGFX, you can download the DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined and enjoyable. And as I mentioned, folks, have a great holiday break with your family and friends. Cherish the time you get to spend with them, and we'll see you back in 2025. For Brian Menning on the camera, for Haley Hansen back in the DRG Media Group studios, I'm Justin Cowart, thanking you for spending this Saturday with us. We'll see you in the new year.